My last name is Lee, Bruce Lee. I was born in San Francisco, 1940. I'm 24 right now.
In just 4 years, Bruce Lee became one of the most famous men on Earth. Movies exploded globally. Crowds followed him everywhere. Hollywood suddenly feared his influence. And by 1973, Bruce Lee looked unstoppable, strong, fast, untouchable. But behind the cameras, something very different was happening privately. Because while the world saw confidence, Bruce Lee was becoming increasingly isolated emotionally. Sleep problems, pressure, exhaustion. The closer he moved toward global superstardom, the more disconnected he became from normal life itself. And maybe that's the part most people never understood. Bruce Lee wasn't just fighting Hollywood. He was fighting loneliness. Because when someone becomes larger than life publicly, they often become harder to truly understand privately. Today, we're breaking down the lonely private life of Bruce Lee and why the most dangerous man on screen may have secretly been emotionally exhausted. Long before his shocking death in 1973, long before the fame, Bruce Lee already felt different. Born in San Francisco in 1940, but raised in Hong Kong, Bruce constantly moved between cultures, between identities, never fully fitting into one world completely. Even after moving to America in the late 1950s, Hollywood still didn't know what to do with him. At the time, Asian male actors were rarely allowed to appear dominant or powerful on screen. But Bruce Lee refused to become small for Hollywood. That created tension immediately. He was too intense, too confident, too different. And according to people who knew him, Bruce often felt frustrated by how limited opportunities were despite his obvious talent. That frustration slowly became obsession. Obsession with training. Obsession with proving himself. Obsession with becoming undeniable. And sometimes, people who spend their entire lives proving themselves become emotionally isolated without realizing it. Everything changed after films like The Big Boss and Fist of Fury exploded internationally. Suddenly, Bruce Lee wasn't just successful. He became mythological. Fans screamed seeing him. Studios chased him. Journalists analyzed everything he said. But privately, the pressure intensified constantly. Bruce Lee trained obsessively, worked obsessively, pushed his body relentlessly. And according to several people close to him later, he rarely seemed fully relaxed anymore. Because when your identity becomes connected to perfection, rest starts feeling dangerous.
The rhythm.
Weakness starts feeling unacceptable. And Bruce Lee hated weakness. Physically, emotionally, mentally. But perhaps the cruelest part of fame is that the more iconic someone becomes publicly, the fewer people actually understand them privately. Bruce Lee lived with extraordinary intensity, training notebooks, constant experimentation, extreme self-discipline. He wasn't simply trying to become successful. He was trying to become unstoppable. And while the world admired that obsession often creates loneliness. Because ordinary people struggle to emotionally connect with someone operating at extreme levels constantly. Bruce Lee's mind moved fast. His ambitions moved fast. Even his physical movements looked faster than normal humans. And eventually, that intensity became exhausting, especially psychologically. By the early 1970s, reports about stress, exhaustion, weight loss, and physical pressure around Bruce Lee became increasingly common. But publicly, he still looked invincible. And sometimes the people who appear strongest publicly are secretly collapsing privately. In 1973, Bruce Lee's life appeared bigger than ever publicly. Hollywood was finally opening its doors to him. Global fame was exploding. And yet, people close to him later described someone carrying enormous pressure internally. Constant work, constant expectations, constant intensity. Then suddenly, on July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee died unexpectedly at only 32 years old, and the world instantly transformed him into legend. But legends often hide uncomfortable realities, because behind the power, behind the speed, behind the confidence, There may have been an emotionally exhausted human being trying to carry impossible pressure alone. Here's the truth. Bruce Lee's loneliness did not come from being physically alone. It came from becoming psychologically separated from ordinary life itself. Fame made him larger than life publicly, but harder to truly understand privately. So ask yourself this. What happens when the world sees you as superhuman, but privately you're still emotionally human like everyone else? Could anyone truly survive that pressure forever? Backhand index pointing down, what do you think?